Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks Garage. And I don't know if you watched my video on my welding cart that I built, but I used that to cut some bed frame and stuff down, and boy was it throwing sparks everywhere. So I started kind of makeshifting this thing behind it. And what I got here is a piece of just galvanized metal. It's fairly thick. I don't know what it is. This is more like what you would make your heating ducts and things out of. This is probably the gauge that you'd normally do that with, probably. But I got it somewhere free in a garage sale. It already had the bend on the bottom of it. And what I had done before is I turned this around and I can actually, with a couple of clamps, clamp this to the edge of my table here off of this bend right here. And then I kind of put this up against it and clamped it down. Well, what I want to do is go ahead and stick this on here fairly evenly, drill some holes and bolt that together so that I can just clamp this to the edge of my table when I need to use this. I got a couple other things I want to do as well, but that'll kind of get me started. But the first thing I want to do is actually just kind of, I'm just going to eyeball it, to be honest. My eyeballs would work. So now that I got that kind of figured out, I'm going to mark this for bending. Right in there somewhere. And then I'm going to go ahead and bend this up. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And that's, like I said, this bend was already in here, so you can do the same thing on this. You definitely going to want a thicker piece of this for the part I'm doing now. And it would probably need to be at least this tall. We'll see. I'm going to see how well or not well it works when we're done here. This stuff here is really thin. Yet again, I don't know what it is, but this is also galvanized sheet metal of some sort. I don't know as I would consider this for ductwork, but they might use this for, you know, plating off certain areas or something like that. I don't know. They may use thin stuff like this nowadays because everything's cheaper than it used to be. But regardless, I got this at Home Depot. It came in this size sheet, already cut the way it is right now. This was for my son's room when he had his magnet collection, and we just screwed this up on the wall and he put his magnets on here. So that's why I bought it, but I can get some more use out of it by doing this, I hope. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm pretty sure this thing is not super accurately straight. But I'm going to use it that way. And make a mark up here. Yet again, none of this needs to be absolutely perfect. It just needs to be close. And make a mark up there somewhere. And I'm not the first person to do this. I got some angle iron I dug out of my scrap pile here. Yet again, I don't know if it's flat, straight, or anything else, but it doesn't really matter. I just need to bend this where I need to bend this. And actually, I got this chunk of flat turf still. I don't know yet again how flat it is. I'm going to take that and put it up underneath here just to kind of give me a decent flat surface to bend on this. Just kind of gives you a little bit more, and you could just bend that up. That just helps a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and just give this a good wallop right here. Nothing extreme. You can use any kind of hammer you want. I suggest ball peen hammers. I'm not a big fan of the claw hammer and this type of stuff, but I'm not your daddy. That gives us the bend we want here. So now I got this bends facing up. I got this one here with the bin facing down. I'm going to put this up underneath there. Get it again fairly evenly on here. And I'm going to drill it out. I'm just using holes that are already in it down here, and then I'll put a couple more up top. And I got some screws that I won't use for anything else already right here. This stuff can be pretty nasty to your fingers, so be careful. I'm going to go ahead and put a bolt on that just so that things don't move around too much here. Or nut, not a bolt. And in my case, I got a 3/8 ratchet here. Alright, so we got that kind of screwed together here. Now, we can take that, and it actually stands there. Obviously, I'm not going to leave it that way. But I can take these clamps right here, and that just stands right there on the edge here, and I can take my clamp here, and although this stuff's kind of in my way right now, that just with one clamp is holding there just fine. You have the basic idea right here probably already. I can take this. Actually have a plug-in over here behind it that reaches. Do that, and the sparks will hit against there hopefully and fall to the table. Now I'm going to see how this works. If this does alright, I'm going to probably just leave it this way and use it this way, because this is easier for me to put away when it's like this. If I start messing with trying to put a bottom on it and trying to hang the top out, although I may bend this up at some other point if I find a lot's coming up and out through there. I may bend it or something, but that'll be a later date. So there's a basic idea of making a fairly simple way of keeping the sparks under check and keeping the mess where you want it. Now get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.